Welcome to the region of Vainsworth. My name is Elsie Adder. I've lived in the town called Fortune my whole life. It's had its fair share of threats, showdowns, sandstorms, and more, and it's hard to be prepared for any of it. What's happened recently? That's another thing entirely. I don't really know what's been going on. I've shot fire out of my hands, I've disappeared in the blink of an eye, wound up quite a ways away, and I don't think that's the end of it. As a mayor's daughter, this town is my home. Wouldn't have it any other way, always has been and always will be. Something strange is happening to it. To me. Something wild. Something magical.
Welcome to Wild Magic West. It's been a little bit of time, but we're finally back with Session 3. Wild Magic West is a homebrew campaign using a D&D 5e system, GM'd by me, Invictus Somnium, featuring 4 of my very good friends. You guys can go ahead and introduce yourselves. We'll start with Artie.
Hi, I'm Artie, otherwise known as Stupid Saint, 2 eyes in both of the words. And I'm playing Alice Good, who is a wild card rogue. She is also a dealer at the Fool's House Parlor and has lived in the town for her whole life.
Hello, everybody. Good job, Jordan, by the way. Hello, everybody. I'm Dev, the Reclusive God. I am playing Sheriff Bishop. He is a gunslinger fighter, and he is the sheriff of the town.
My name is Jordan. I play Elsie Adder, and she's the mayor's daughter and a wild magic sorcerer.
Hi, I'm Mari. I play Soche Salazar, who is a newcomer to the town. She is here on business. As for what that business may be, we'll find out soon.
Last time in the town called Fortune, our 4 heroes are in the midst of discovering some strange phenomenon. After a freak unnatural thunderstorm, they faced off against a gigantic horse the size of a barn. And now, after being struck by red lightning, the mayor's daughter, Elsie, finds herself with these new uncontrollable abilities. The 4 of you have decided to not yet mention the supernatural events of what happened beyond the town's outskirts to anyone else. Last we left off, Elsie was exploring her abilities behind the Church of the Sky's path late at night, and this nearly revealed her powers to the entire town because a loud bang went off. Luckily, you avoided such exposure. However, as the 4 of you dispersed from behind the church, Bishop and Alice both caught a brief glimpse of a figure on the 2nd floor window of the church, who might just have overheard the 4 of you talking about all this. We catch up with the 4 of you late in the following morning. It seems you've all slept in, which makes sense given yesterday's events. The sun has long since begun its upwards trek from the horizon, and you can hear clanging from the blacksmith, Dethel Wilder, echoing throughout the small town called Fortune. Soche, you would wake up in your rented room at the inn just next to the Devil Reach Saloon. The sheets were scratchy and slightly stiff from the dry air, but a bed is a bed. As you leave your room, you'll see Tilly, the rabbit folk from the front desk, is sweeping the lobby. Oh, hello. How did you sleep? Was everything okay?
I mean, it's a bed. Bed's a bed.
I didn't quite catch your name last night.
It's Soche.
Soche. Where are you from?
From another town.
Oh. Are you planning to move here?
Just here on a visit.
What brings you on a visit to here?
She gives a little shrug.
I don't mean to invade your privacy.
Don't worry, I'll be in and out once it's done.
You see she raised her eyebrow, but doesn't really press the subject further. I didn't quite. We don't have any commodities for breakfast for you, so you'll have to go next door to the saloon if you want something to eat. But if you want water or something else to drink, you also can't get it here. We also don't have that.
Okay, yeah.
But
we're doing this.
If you want to do your laundry, We also don't have anything like that either. We don't have any type of any commodities. Also, if you want room service, we also don't offer that. You have to fold your own sheets.
So what do you have?
Rooms. If you'd like to rent another room, you can rent another room if you like.
No. I'm good with one room.
Oh, and if you want a map from for the town, in case you're not familiar, we also don't have that.
Okay.
Anything else I can do for you?
No, Telly. That's
Perfect. I'm glad to help. She continues to just keep sweeping.
I'm just gonna walk away. I'm definitely gonna go get something quick to eat.
As you're headed over to the Devil's Swoon, not too far away, probably just a few buildings over, Alice, who is also technically in an inn, just not the same one as you. Tell me, what is happening when you are waking up?
She has very few belongings, but she keeps them clean. So the nightgown that she has is one of 2 nightgowns that she owns, period. So when she takes it off, she folds it nicely, places it to the side, and gets ready for the day.
Once you leave the inn, you see that Curtis, one of your fellow card dealers at the Fool's House, spots you across the street and says, "Oh, running late, are we? Clover's not going to be happy."
Yeah, you know who's making me later? And then she's going to keep going.
You see that he quickens his pace to kind of hurry up next to you and says, "You're talking about me, right?"
Curtis, isn't today your day off?
Yeah, that doesn't mean I can't go to work.
You can't. That's exactly what a day off means. You shouldn't be going anywhere.
Well, it doesn't mean
near
I'm
work.
going to be working at work. I can go to work and play some games. The two of you are greeted by Frank, the Dragonborn bouncer of the Fool's House. The 7 feet tall Dragonborn has his arms folded per usual and gives both of you a little nod and says, "Curtis, isn't it your day off?"
That's what I said. He doesn't want to listen to me.
What is wrong? It's not that I don't have other places I can go. I just rather come here and see you guys. Is that so wrong? Is that so wrong that I just want to come and see people?
I would like to look at Frank and exchange a look, but I would like to know what he's looking like.
Frank doesn't really say anything. He's a very stoic Dragonborn.
Look at him. He's laughing. Curtis, I don't know. Find a hobby, you know?
Maybe my job is my hobby. That sounded a lot sadder when I said it out loud. I'm gonna go to the bar instead. You see that he turns and just walks out.
Alice just, nods, like, definitely, whose hobby would be their job? As she looks down at her personalized set of fucking cards.
You sit down and you see that a few people are already waiting at the table. One of them is an owl folk hermit named Willard Hunt. Willard Hunt doesn't come into town very often, but you do recognize him. He lives out in the Bleak Rise Desert in a giant cactus, they say. This does mean that he does not bathe. And you could probably tell that just by sitting down.
Willard, you know that Jeffrey has a free spot over there. You could probably take excellent advantage of.
I don't like him. You just hear Jeffrey just sniffle from the table.
No. Oh no. Alice is gonna hold her breath and deal the cards.
My knees all itchy. That usually means there's a dust storm coming by.
Your knees?
My knees, it's my knees get itchy, and then that's how I know that there's a dust storm coming by. That's why I came into town.
Ain't your knees supposed to get like cold or like numb or tingly? Not itchy? That sounds like a bad case of lice.
No. I got lice. That's not the same thing. You see that the other patrons just kind of scoot away
sure.
just like a little bit. One goes,
no.
I'm actually not feeling cards today.
Do you know when it's coming? You just feel it if there's a dust storm?
I just feel it in my knees.
Right, in the very ridiculous skin of your knees. But my question is, before when you have felt, tinglings in your knees, have the events that you foretold transpired, you know.
You're using a lot of big
relatively
words,
soon.
and I don't appreciate that very much.
Oh, sorry. Did the thing that your niece told you happen soon after?
Sometimes they happen the next day. Sometimes they happen 3 months from that day.
Then your knees are not good. I'm gonna tell you right now, your knees are not a good source of information.
A dust storm's never come without my knees being itchy beforehand.
I feel like your knees are just constantly itchy. Anyway, and that is a 10 for the house.
We will move over to Bishop. Bishop, you live on the second floor loft of the sheriff's office. When you wake up, you can hear Verdon, the Aarakocra jailed for attempting to steal your horse, is whistling a tune, pretty off-key. As you step out of your room, you see that Rupert Candor, the senior deputy, the Vulture Aarakocra, is sitting at his desk. Morning, Bishop.
Top of the morning, Rupert.
Sleeping in, are we?
Yeah, I had a long day yesterday. A bit tired.
Well, it's a good thing that there's not any crimes happening. Otherwise, you would have missed them, I guess.
Well, there's not any crime happening because I'm doing my job.
And your job is sleeping?
My job is making sure crime don't happen.
You know, Rook always said, early bird gets the worm. I'm sure he told you all about that, though, right?
Bishop is going to smile. And it's not like a nice, polite smile. It's one of those, if I say anything else, I'm going to do something I regret smile. So he's just going to nod and go to his desk.
Rupert stands up and walks over to the cell. All right, Verdon, you're free to go. Vernon goes, ooh, getting out early, are we? Oh, well, great. No complaints here.
On whose order did you make that decision?
From what I've seen, it doesn't seem like he's actually stolen anything, so there's no reason to hold them for more than a day.
He stole my horse.
He
Obviously.
attempted to steal your horse.
Well, I don't see my horse out there, do you?
From what I heard, that doesn't seem like it's this here Verdon's fault. That's true, I was in here the entire time. See, there you have it.
Fine, let him go. I don't need him in here anyway.
Candor comes back to the desk and says, I take it you met Setting Sun, our new deputy?
I did. He seems like a real good fella, real vigilant, and I feel like we need that here.
He's a good kid. Knew his pa. He'll do right. Once he gets
I would hope so.
Enough training. You know, it's usually not a good call to take a completely new person and put them in that place of high authority too early without them knowing exactly how to do their job. Wouldn't you agree?
You got something you want to say to me, Rupert?
No?
Yeah, I bet. Listen. Those perps we rounded up yesterday, they were up to something a little bit more, and I feel like we need to work closely together on this. He mentioned the Desert Drakes last time I talked to him.
Who did?
And
that bird brain?
Yeah.
You think someone like him knows the Desert Drakes? The Desert Drakes are the biggest outlaw gang. I doubt Verdon here even has left the town at any point.
I don't know. It could have been like an initiation or something like that. I just feel like we would do better not butting heads, okay?
Listen, I'll look into it. I've been doing this for a lot longer than you have. I know how to go about things. I get that Rook chose you for some reason to be sheriff after he's gone. But let's make one thing very clear. The only reason why I do that is out of respect for him. So how about you take care of waking up early enough to do your job, and I'll worry about figuring out if the Desert Drakes are even going to think about stepping inside this town. Because don't worry, I'm going to keep this town safe. You see that he picks up his vest, steps out, not making any move to keep the door from slamming behind him.
As soon as that door closes, Bishop is actually just going to kind of drive his fist right into the desk. Not much gets under his skin, but that entire sequence just really got under his skin.
Go ahead and give me a strength check.
Oh, boy. Oh, nat 20.
Your punch just drives a deep crack right into your desk, and it just splits right in half. Papers go completely into the newly made fissure, and the desk just collapses against the wooden floor.
Damn it. He's going to try and pick these papers up and organize them in some kind of way.
As you're picking up the papers, you see that a few dusty folders have been disturbed. Some of these folders are pieces of records or notes from quite a few years ago. You see that some are not in your handwriting. Some of them are in Rook's handwriting. Rook being the sheriff before you, your predecessor.
Can I take I want to look at him a little bit more if I can.
Yeah, you can go ahead and flip through a few of them. You can recognize a few. Some of them were like when you first started. You see there's a few notes in the margins. Some of them are just possible trails and clues to look into. Rook was a very good sheriff, just well respected by the entire town, and he was quite smart. He kept order within the town and also kept most of the major outlaws and gangs and bandits out of the town, almost just by sheer reputation alone. You see that in some of these margins, there's a few notes, and if you look a little closer, you'll realize that some of these notes are about you. Some are just things like, there's a newcomer in town, has potential, and might just be what this town needs. You can flip through a few more cases, and one of them is one of the ones you first worked with Rook. Not officially as law enforcement for the town called Fortune, but as almost like an honorary deputy. You'll see that Rook has composed a bit of his thoughts into the final report and says, "The town called Fortune is a good town. I care about it and its people very much, but the town is also mired by tradition, stuck in ways of old. For a town like us to succeed, we need to be able to adapt and understand that new and the unknown is not strictly dangerous or bad omens. I think this new fellow could be part of that. I'm going to talk to Mayor Adder later today about recruiting the newcomer to the sheriff's office. I think he could do a lot of work."
Reading that just kind of gives him a warm feeling. That definitely puts him in a better spot, at least. It does kind of lift in his mood a bit, because at the moment he feels like Rook was really the only one who did believe in him, and just having that reassurance is good.
You are careful to pick up this report because it obviously has a little bit of sentimental value to you. As you fix your desk, you come across a less pleasant report. This one's in your handwriting, and it details a report back towards the outskirts of the town. This is the report of the death of Sheriff Rook at the hands of the Desert Drakes. This report outlines the details of Rook's death and also his last wish to appoint you as his successor. This was the paper that you gave Mayor Adder, who then agreed to the late Rook's wishes and appointed you as sheriff of the town a little more than a year ago now.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to file that one carefully and basically just keep it close to where somewhere that Rupert can't really, ruffle around and find something and, just do something odd.
You kind of assemble your papers in a neat stack next to the carcass of your desk. Are you staying in your office, or are you going out now?
I think I'm going to go out, get a bit of breakfast, and I'm just going to go out and get breakfast first.
Sure.
Start there.
Elsie, when you open your eyes, you're immediately met with your mother looking very close at you. Oh,
Oh, hello. Good morning.
oh, sorry. I was just making sure your head was okay.
Yeah. It is okay, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You see that she has just freshly put new bandages on. She says, there was a loud boom last night. Someone set off some dynamite behind the church, I think. You slept right through it, though. Your father and I went to check on you, and you were just lying still underneath your blankets. Your head was under the sheets and everything. You must have been so tuckered out.
After everything that happened yesterday, and I was just so tired, I just zonked right out.
Well, are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I feel great.
Okay, well, if I have prepared some breakfast, some grits, if you want, if you're feeling up to eat anything.
Grits are my favorite. Down in the kitchen, right?
Of course, unless you need me to bring it up to you.
I'm fine. I can walk.
She walks with you, cautiously looking up every single time you take a step down the stairs. Your father went to go take care of some business. It'll just be you and me, and I'm sure to let him know that he's okay. I also sent news to your brothers about what happened. So I'm sure they'll be stepping in soon, hopefully. At least, well, maybe not Benjamin. He might be too far. But we can at least see if Travis would be here.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I never see him anymore.
Oh, that Stolson boy. Eric, he stopped by. He stopped by earlier this morning, but I told you that you were still sleeping. But he seemed pretty concerned about your well-being.
I guess I should talk to him.
Why?
He's fine. It's fine. He's a great guy. I don't know. When did he stop by?
Maybe just a few hours ago.
All right. I'll eat, and then I'll go talk to him.
Look, I think it's a good sign that he came by to express his concern.
Yeah, it's a great sign.
Elsie, I understand that your choice is your choice. But you're not getting any younger. It's not a bad idea to start looking at options of, finding a family of your own. Not that your father and I don't like having you around. I know that Travis decides that he wants to live on his own, and if you want to do that, that's okay. But I'm just saying, you might get lonely, I'm just worried that you're gonna be lonely.
I don't want to get married and then we move in and then we get a house, and then the rest of my life is doing the laundry, the dishes, and almost all the other chores around the house. I have other things that I want to do when I'm not married. And
I'm sure you can do all your studies and your research and your experiments plenty of times as well. Being married and being a housewife is not just all chores. There's other things that you get to do.
Yeah, raise kids.
And that is a blessing.
Yes, I love the thought of having kids, getting married, and being settled down. And
I'm so glad that one day you're gonna have kids who are hopefully as grateful as you, she says as she plops a bowl of grits right in front of you.
Oh, Mom, I didn't mean it like that. I'm grateful for I love you.
I understand. You're young, you want to be independent. You want to, find who you are. I get that. I was like you when I was younger. While you're eating your breakfast, we'll move back to the Devil Reach Saloon with Soche, and then I assume Bishop is probably entering soon.
I'm specifically looking for grits. That's his morning meal. Anytime he goes to get something, they already know. All right, grits.
Can I ask what other breakfast food are? Because all I can imagine are grits. Now, I can
there you
imagine
go.
Everybody.
That's your answer. That's it. That's it. In the morning, it's just grits.
I was gonna ask what was it, because Soche was gonna ask what for breakfast.
It's just a lot of grits. It's just
grits it's
grits.
Maybe.
Wait, Soche, as you enter, you just notice that everybody in the entire saloon just has a bowl of grits with them, just different variations. Some has looks definitely a lot more watery. Some look a lot more like
Chunky.
chunkier, you know? It's just different variations of probably what is all from the same batch of grits.
Can I, just to be sure, because Socha's been in like different towns. Like she's seen breakfast in other towns
Yeah.
be more variety, right?
Yeah. She's seen the other towns you've seen have like sometimes like eggs, maybe like sausage, probably like some bread. Back in your hometown, fish was a fairly common
Yeah, because we were next to the
meal.
water.
Yeah, because you're right next to the river. But here it just looks like a lot of grits, just a lot of grain and starch happening here.
This is sad.
Amazing.
The bartender Gib looks up and says, "Morning, Sheriff. Usual?"
Of course, yeah.
You see he sets down a big bowl of grits and pours you a cup of coffee.
Oh, yeah. He's just going to be working on that bowl of grits for the next few minutes.
Morning, stranger. Glad to see that you survived your first night in the town called Fortune.
Why, thank you. By any chance, is there anything else for breakfast?
What do you mean? Like another bowl of grits? Yeah, I have another bowl. Don't worry, you don't have to share with him. You see that he brings out a bowl the same size as Bishop's and just pours the same amount of grits to you and says, "All right, there you go."
Thanks. Oh, right. Here you go.
2 silver, thank you. You all right there, Sheriff? You look a little troubled today.
Yeah. I'm fine. I overslept. Woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning.
If it's about what happened yesterday, from what I hear, the mayor's daughter's fine, and even though those bandits are dead, that's still justice in some form.
Do you think I'm doing a good job as a sheriff?
Of course. I mean, yes. Well, what is this? Where is this coming from?
Just be honest with me. That's all I ask.
He leans forward. Look, Bishop, I don't know what's going on, but the town is still standing. People here feel safe enough to go walking around the streets. We don't have rampaging murderers just walking around shooting wherever they please. In my books, it's a pretty good deal.
I appreciate that. I don't talk often. You know this. I just needed to hear something good this morning.
I get it. We all, need to fish for compliments every now and then. That's okay.
Oh God, sorry.
Hey, there's no shame. There's no shame in wanting to feel a little arrogant. All of us like it. You see Gib just nod very sagely, but you see that the corner of his lip kind of cracks into the smile, as if he knows the real reason why you're asking, and he's just pulling your leg.
Did Soche sit like kind of close to Bishop, or is she?
She would have just sat like a chair down from him.
Okay, he's gonna look at her and he's gonna say, "Morning to you, Soche. Soche. Mighty fine grits we got today. I see you survived the night."
Apparently that's a shocker to folk here.
Most newcomers don't really want to stay around the town for longer than they have to.
And you're still in town, so that kind of leads me to believe that you're here for something else too. Yeah. And I know it's a lady's business. I ain't trying to get too much into that, but maybe I can assist you in getting you on your way.
Do you keep record of people who have passed in your town? As in died, not just passed through?
Yeah, we keep a record. We have a death record. Well, we have a pretty recent one. I mean, it doesn't go too far back.
And if it's someone who's not from this town?
That would really depend on if we had a name to identify. If we didn't, they just regular old John or Jane Doe. A friend of yours passed away? Maybe I can look into it. You give me like a description or something, and I can see what the closest thing we got is.
Yeah, I would appreciate it.
I guess I suppose I owe you one for yesterday.
To be frank, there was a reward, so.
Of course, yeah. Shame on me thinking somebody would do something out of the goodness of their heart nowadays, right?
Hmm.
And he's just gonna like down his coffee, just like one.
Oh, I made that real hot.
Black
Oh,
coffee.
you just went right for. Okay. That's why you're the sheriff. Over at the fool's house, Willard has left your table, thankfully.
Thank God.
And you see that a desert shrew mousefolk kind of scurries up to your table, and he's holding a hand of another mousefolk. And you recognize this as Might Polo. He's the mail courier for the town. Comes up and says, "All right, deal me a hand. I'm feeling lucky today." He looks over to his companion and says, "We just got engaged. You met Rosa, right, Miss Good?"
Sure, I know Rosa. Old Town says that she's the prettiest thing in town.
She sure is. And we're gonna get married. It's gonna be so exciting. And I'd like to put 20 silver into the pool.
I know. I understand that you're excited, Might, but that might not be a good idea.
Oh,
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but I wanna, make a good life for me and my Rosa. Sometimes you just gotta take some risks to make some fortune. So what do you say?
You stepped into the fool's house. You're
where anybody can make money. That's what it says on the sign out there.
Have I known Might to be a decent person?
Yes.
So this is not some kind of weird con.
No.
And Rosa is like, what is Rosa again? She's like a sweet little mouse folk as well.
Yes.
Oh my God. How much is that? This is 20 silver.
I know. It's only 4 weeks,
over, right?
Of course. This is only 4 weeks' wages, that's all.
4 weeks' wages. All right, what's the game? Blackjack?
Sure. Can you explain me the rules of blackjack real quick?
Right. 20 gold, 4 weeks' wages. You got money left over, you sure?
Sure as ever. Even if I lose all my money right here, I'll still be the happiest person in all of town. You see that Rosa gives him a little kiss on the cheek and says, all right, go ahead. Win it big.
I think for a second, for the first thing that she thinks of is this great amount of money and how much that is to this tiny little mouse folk. Because it doesn't just look like 4 weeks of wages. It looks like quite a bit more than that. And then she thinks about all the money that Wallman polishes in his fucking office. And I think that I would like to rig this game for these little tiny mouse folk to win.
Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
What would you do if you had money?
I mean, the mail still gotta get delivered. I'm a man of duty. But I don't know, maybe I'd like to go and start a little small farm with Rosa, raise some chickens. Maybe start a family. On a 10, you make it so that the game is a tie. But under the rules set by Wallman Clover, the Fool's House wins on ties. Oh, what happens there?
God damn it. Oh my God. Okay, so last night I literally fainted. People saw me faint. I'm gonna pretend to faint again and fall into the table.
You just full collapse onto the...
Full collapse.
Oh dear.
I swipe my cards off the table. I swipe the deck as well because I've set that on the table. And all of the cards go flying. It doesn't... So the only person that knows whose card I have is me. Oh my goodness.
Frank or Ray stands up and some of the other people go over.
Sorry, I'm just feeling a bit faint.
Are you alright?
No, I haven't had breakfast this morning.
Oh,
that's probably it.
Oh no, the cards.
Oh, you know what? Here, I'll do you another hand before I go.
Are you sure? No, if you faint, it's okay. It's all right. We can go to another table. The guy over there looks like a nice fellow, and we can just go to his table instead.
No, I wouldn't feel right about that. No, we already got a connection.
Oh well, I mean, I do appreciate. Are you sure?
As the one between you and lovely Rosa here.
Of course, that was never up for debate.
love to just.
You couldn't even try if you wanted to.
Deal you another.
You have like
Thank
no
you very
chance,
much.
honestly. Like, it's not no offense to you, but
it's
just
starting
like
to get a bit insulting. But I can deal one more hand.
all right, go ahead and give me another sleight of hand check, but you can have advantage on this one.
Okay. A 13. I rolled an 8 and a 13.
You deal your hand, and after you deal the cards, you take the quickest glance at the 2 for the house, just to see. And it's a 10 of clubs on top, and a 10 of diamonds, hidden for might. So that's a 20 for the house. And as you deal Might's cards, you see his top card is a 10 of hearts. So he'll need a face card or an ace to beat you, which isn't very likely. But he decides to stand and not take another card. However, when he reveals his 2 cards, you see that he only has a 9 of diamonds. So it's only a 19 for him. That means the house's 2 10s will beat him. But as you go to reveal your second card, you feel a cold sensation starting from your right elbow and trailing down to the tips of your fingers as you touch the card. And when you flip the hidden card, you show a 4 of hearts, which makes the house's hand only a 14. But you could have sworn the card you just flipped had been a 10 of diamonds just a few moments ago. One, 2, that's 19. You have a
That's the pot.
4.
That's the pot, yeah.
Wait, I got a higher number. You got a higher number.
Yeah.
That means I win. All of that. That whole pile.
Yeah.
That's me.
Mm-hmm.
We did it.
That's yeah.
You see that they just start jumping for joy and getting the attention of the rest of the fool's house. Are you sure you're okay? Are you feeling all right?
I don't need to worry about me. I'll you know what? I'm gonna go get some grits from the saloon. Actually,
thank you so much. Oh man,
it's a very rare strike of luck.
This is the best day of my life. As you're walking towards the Devil's Saloon, you feel hot air kind of just pushing through the town. The wind's starting to pick up, and the dirt from the streets is kind of getting kicked up in your face.
His knees were right.
You hear a hermit owl folk just saying, I knew it! They're never wrong!
Back in Christ.
And you kind of see down the street, leaving the town, is just the figure of him just like hobbling away.
He's like some kind of mythical cryptid. I think he's like a mythical shaman creature or something. I don't know.
Off in the distance, you can see a great brown cloud of dust venturing over the horizon. Dust storms are not too uncommon for this area, but they can be very dangerous, so it's best to find some cover while it passes through. While on the street, Alice, you'd spy Miss Elsie Adder leaving her home, as well as Sheriff Bishop with the newcomer behind him, leaving the saloon from the opposite direction.
I think
Alice.
she's gonna... Miss Adder,
Sorry, Miss Good.
You're fine. Do you have a second? How are you feeling?
As you head towards each other, any one of you can look and notice just how quickly the dust storm is approaching. It seemed quite far in the distance, but is now very rapidly coming to the town's outskirts. The wind, now quite strong, has started to rattle the nearby buildings, shaking loose planks of wood and bits of stone, and knocking them to the ground. Your visibility is quickly decreasing to only a few feet in front of you as more dirt and sand is kicked up into your eyes. Because you guys are at the center of the town, I would say that the closest building is probably the church at the moment. It seems like the sandstorm is basically upon you at this point.
I suppose Bishop is just going to go straight into the church.
This looks like a bad situation. We gotta go.
Let's get in there.
Haven't seen everybody like kind of, just kind of converge on the church. He's just like in his mind. He's like, that's a very weird coincidence, but okay.
Alice is thinking, God damn it. Like, my fucking luck, bro. I
Yep.
pushed it. I used it all this morning. Fuck.
Bishop pulls the door open, and you guys are all able to get in. Right as you try and come and close the door, a sudden gust of wind just breaks the door off the hinges, and you're just stuck holding the door.
Oh my god.
You can see across the street rooftops getting rattled, and some townsfolk who are still out there are like quickly rushing to the nearest building. You can hear the neighing of horses that are clearly unhappy with the current situation. You see some figures just getting like absolutely buffeted between the storm and wooden planks knocked loose. A wheel of a wagon is torn off and starts flying towards you guys. I need all of you to make dex saves. DC.
Actually, wait.
Wait a second, I have a door in my hand. Can I use the door as cover?
You want to use the door as a shield?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Actually, if Bishop's gonna do that, Switch is gonna help with that instead.
You can go ahead and Bishop, can you just give me a dex check? You can have this one at advantage. If he is successful, you guys don't have to worry about the dex save. Oh, but on an 11, I would say that the force of the wheel knocks into you, and you're not able to like keep your grip on holding the door steady. Alice, you're able to get out of the way. Elsie, you're suddenly have the wind knocked out of you as the big sheriff falls against you. You can hear people shouting.
Are there any like pews in this church that can be moved?
Yeah, there's some benches.
Okay, yeah, I want to try and move the benches toward the
I'll
door.
give him the help action with that.
All right, I'll take a strength check.
We could like angle it so like half of it's inside and the half of it's outside so it doesn't wave backward. Does that make sense?
Right. Am I doing this strength at advantage or normal?
Yes, advantage because
Gotcha.
Alice is giving you the help action.
That's a 19.
Let's go.
19. You guys successfully maneuver the bench to hold the door in such a way so that it doesn't move. As the storm is raging, you can hear shouts and screams of panic outside as the wind and storm picks up.
Is this like usual or is this more aggressive?
This
than we're
is
used
pretty
to?
usual for. I mean, it's a bad sandstorm, but it's not. This is not like yesterday's events. You guys step farther back in the church to just avoid some loose debris. Eventually, the storm subsides and it's almost eerily quiet. The storm only lasts for about 10 minutes.
You all right? I'm gonna hold a hand out to Elsie.
Yeah, I'm okay. She takes the hand.
I'm sorry about that. I know I didn't expect how strong that was.
Yeah, you nearly killed the mayor's daughter after you heroically rescued her. Excellent work.
Yeah, thank you for that analysis, Alice.
It was a win. I know.
I'm glad you're okay.
As you guys step out of the church, you can see that most of the buildings are still okay. There is a building that has collapsed. You see, like, people are also kind of like peeking out. And then, as you guys step out, you hear cries of anguish. There's a few people who are lying very still, having been caught in the storm. But Alice, you recognize one of the voices saying, "No, no!"
Oh no.
And it is Might.
Oh my fucking god, bro. What the fuck, dude?
Before you see Might splayed over the very still body of Rosa. Oh, no. I was trying to find a place for us to hide out from the storm. We were caught in it.
I can't do anything. I can't do anything.
You see that Dog Harsh is kind of being like pulled in multiple directions to tend to other people who are also caught in the storm. But none of you really have to have any type of medical experience to know that Rosa looks dead right now. What do I do? What do I do? The next few hours pass by a little surreally. Dog Harsh comes over, looks over the body, looks to the rest of you. There's nothing I can do. I'm sorry, Mr. And Might just cries. Might is just inconsolable. Whatever you guys try and do, he doesn't really even want to leave Rose's body. As the sun starts its descent, the leader of the Church of the Sky's Path, an Aarakocra named Acacia, with the title of the Sky's Guide, helps set the rituals to bury those who passed in the storm, so that they can be buried before sunset, so that their souls can reach the afterlife. It is only then that Might finally leaves Rosa's body. Through these burial rites, Rosa will be guided by Ensis, the third aspect of the sky god, the three-faced sky god. Ensis is the night sky, who is also has domain over the afterlife. For those of you that follow the religion of the Sky's Path, you know that is believed that the souls of the deceased do not move on to the next stage of existence until the next sunset, which means that it's important that they are buried before sunset so that they can safely reach the afterlife. Otherwise, their soul is considered marooned on the material plane. As night draws to a close, Might just sits next to Rose's gravestone. The bag of silver that he won earlier sits at his feet, just forgotten. It seems you've all slept in yet again. The sun has long since begun its upward trek from the horizon, and you can hear the clanging from the blacksmith, Dethel Wilder. Socha, you wake up again in your rented room of the inn. That's just next to the Devilry Swim. Leaving your room, you see Tilly sweeping the lobby, just pushing all that dirt right out the door. Because, how do you sleep? Was everything all right?
Yeah, everything was good.
Good. I'm glad. Sorry, what was your name again?
Soche.
Soche, right, that's right.
Did you get hit in the head yesterday?
No. Why? Do I have a bump on my head? I mean, if I got hit in the head hard enough, I probably wouldn't remember it, right? But I don't think I have. Does it look like I did?
No, you're okay.
Okay. If we don't have any breakfast for you here.
You don't, only next door.
Yeah, if you want to do it next door, there you go. Yeah. But if you want something to drink, we also don't have it. There you go. Wow. you know it's like you know this place already. And also if you need a map of the town, we also don't have that. But seems like
Kelly, you told me yesterday.
Oh, did I? Sorry, there's so many people that come by, I'm not sure who's what, and then if you don't tell them in time, then they are like, hey, why didn't you tell me that this was a thing? And then I sometimes.
Okay. Well, I'll just head next door to get that breakfast. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine. Are you okay?
Yeah. All right. Telly, have a good day.
Thanks. She goes back to sleeping. Alice, you wake up in your room and push your face out of your pillow. As you get dressed and leave, you see Curtis across the street. He goes, "Oh, you're running late, are you? Clover's not going to be happy."
It's barely. It's 5 minutes. 10 maybe.
Good luck trying to explain that to him.
Well, you're the one making me late.
Okay, well, I didn't make you wake up late.
You're making me late by just talking to me.
Okay. We can walk and talk. I'm headed that way anyways.
Why are you heading toward the saloon? Toward the
I like house? To go there on my days off. I don't know what's the issue.
We've had this conversation before.
What's so wrong about having a hobby that is also your job? You know what? Never mind. I'm not going to do it. You're making me feel self-conscious.
Curtis.
What?
Wait. What happened yesterday?
What do you mean?
I'm feeling a little faint. Tell me what happened yesterday.
Oh yeah, I heard that you fainted yesterday. Are you all right? Is this something to do with like whatever? I knew
Where
you
are
went
you
to go.
going? Where are you going after this?
I don't know. I'll probably run around. Maybe.
No, you went into the fool's house first, and then we kicked you out, and you went somewhere else.
What?
Come on.
No, yesterday I had
We're going. Come on, let's go.
into the fool's house.
Yes.
I thought it was bad for me to go here when on my day off.
It is really bad for you to come in here on your day off.
You see
And I'm
that
gonna-
Frank is standing there with his arms crossed. Curtis, what are you doing here? It's your day off. I know. That's what she told me too.
Frank, what happened yesterday? Yesterday night, several hours
Yesterday,
ago, when it was yesterday. What happened?
We ripped the pants off of a fellow. Someone tried to steal coins. Someone tried to steal a chair.
Someone
Tried to steal a drink. Someone tried to steal the table. Someone tried to steal somebody else.
That's enough. Thank you. I'm gonna take today off. You go ahead and tell Clover that, and if he yells at you, he can yell at me tomorrow when I come in again.
He's not gonna be happy about that.
Yeah, I know that he's not, but he can.
You see that Frank raises an eyebrow.
He can benefit from a bit of patience. I'm gonna look to Curtis and say, go do something.
All right.
It has to be other things.
I don't know why you brought me here and then telling me to leave. Honestly, I'm getting a lot of weird mixed messages from you. I don't really appreciate it. I'm just gonna go. Maybe I'll have some grits for breakfast.
Okay.
Bishop,
Mm-hmm.
you wake up on the second floor of the sheriff's office. As you blink awake, you can hear a tune being whistled, although it's very pitchy and off-key.
He's gonna get up and make his way down.
As you get down, you see Rupert Candor sitting at his desk. Morning, Bishop. Slept in, Billy.
What? I went to bed early last night.
Well, I guess it didn't help you wake up very early, did it? You know, Rook had a saying, early bird gets the worm.
Early bird gets the worm. Yeah,
Oh, so
I know.
you know it.
Bishop is gonna squint at him. What are you doing? What kind of...
Just processing the last paperwork because somebody apparently forgot to do it.
Wait a second, can I look at my desk? How does my desk look right now?
Looks like it normally does, holding up your papers and everything.
There's no hole.
Rupert, could you do me a favor, Rupert?
Depends.
Could you grab something from Doc Harsh for me? I need a report about a death yesterday. Her name was Rosa. She got hit by one of the boards during the storm.
What storm?
What do you mean what storm? We had a storm yesterday and went into the church and...
I'm not quite sure I follow. I'll get whatever death report for you. Just give me a moment. I'm gonna go let this bird brain out. Letting me out early. I mean, I'm not gonna argue here.
What the hell? Hold on, you're getting out today. You didn't leave yesterday. Can I check that place where I put the papers from yesterday?
You mean the floor? It's not there.
Yeah.
If you're looking for the files, you'll probably have to look somewhere in the papers on your desk.
Okay.
Technically, because he
here.
Didn't steal anything.
I don't care. Just get him out of here. That's fine. Just go.
Oh, excellent. You see that Verdun kind of looks between the two of you and quickly makes his way out before either of you can change your mind.
Now, I don't know what you're fixing to say in that brain of yours, okay? But don't say it. Don't do it. I don't want to hear it. Not this morning.
I'm not certain why you're acting like this. You seem, I don't know, off. And sheriffs can't be off like this. This town needs stability.
Oh, fuck off.
Rook understood that. You see that he grabs his vest and walks out.
Okay, this time I'm gonna almost go for the desk, but this time I'm not gonna smash through it because of what happened the day before. I'm gonna get up and, okay, what's my next plan of action? I'm going to go to the saloon again. I'm going to the saloon.
All right. Elsie, you open your eyes, and your mother's eyes that match yours is very close to you.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry.
good morning.
I was just making sure that your head was okay. It is all right. I just changed the bandages. Are you feeling all right?
Did you change them again?
Yeah, I just changed them this morning. There was a
Yeah.
loud boom last night. I think someone set off some dynamite behind the church. I think, but you slept right through it. Your father and I went to check on you last night, and you were just lying still underneath your blankets. Your head was under the sheets and everything. You must have been so tuckered out.
Elsie kind of just squints up at her mother, and then she sits up. No, it was 2 nights ago.
Elsie, you did sleep for a while, but you didn't sleep that long. Don't worry. If you're feeling right, I made some breakfast downstairs.
Yeah,
do you need me to bring it up?
No, I can come down with you.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Your father is away for some business, but I did let your brothers know, and maybe they'll come by. Probably not Ben; he's a little too far. But Travis might stop by.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be real nice to see him. Eric stopped by too, right?
Yeah. So, how did you know?
Let's call it intuition.
He stopped by, and I know that I just think it's a good sign.
I know. He's hot. You want me to marry him? We're gonna have
You
kids.
don't have
I'll
to
do
marry
it soon.
him. You can just keep it in mind. You're not getting any younger, and eventually you might want to settle down and make a family of your own. Not that your father and I don't like having you around. And if you want to be like Travis and not marry anyone, that's okay. I'm not gonna force you into a marriage. I'm just saying you might want to consider it. I'm just saying.
I've considered it, and I will think about it good and proper more a little bit later on.
Okay.
For now, I'm hungry. Let's go eat some grits.
Okay.
And then I gotta go over to the saloon to talk to some people.
Okay. Don't you think it's a little early for that?
I'm not gonna drink.
Alice, you are headed to the saloon, you said?
I fucking lied. I'm not heading toward the saloon. I'm looking around the street for the mouse folk.
Instead, you will see someone hobble out of the fool's house, an owl folk named Willard Hunt. Knees itchy today. Know what that means? Sandstorm's coming.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure as fuck is, Willard. It
just
sure
saying,
as fuck is.
knees
People
never
are gonna
wrong.
Die. People are gonna motherfucking die, Willard. Do you understand me? Look me in the eye. Look me in the eye. People are dying today.
Someone shat in your bowl of grits today, didn't they?
I haven't even had breakfast yet, motherfucker. Listen. Oh my god. How do you know? Let me see your knee. Which knee is it? Which itchy knee is
This one.
it?
This one. The one with all the bumps on it.
This man pulling up his pant leg. Let me see your knee.
I gotta move. I gotta move your feathers. Okay,
Hey,
we're gonna have
hey.
to.
Oh, don't touch those.
I can't. God.
Don't ask why they're sticky.
Oh God. I'm gonna assume that is some kind of sap. Because
cactus
of the
juice.
cactus. Because it's definitely cactus juice. Do I see anything weird on his knee?
On his knee, and just a lot of bumps. A lot of bumps that shouldn't be there. That's all.
God damn. I know
What I didn't expect to hear tonight in D&D. Do I see anything weird on his knee? Can I make an insight check on his knee, please?
Listen, you know what? An excellent idea.
Wait,
Go ahead and give me an investigation roll on his knee.
Oh my god, no!
Investigation.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
Oh God.
Don't ask why there's yeah, Caitlin.
6.
It just looks like a very gross knee.
Oh, great. I literally jump to standing and I go, look me in the eye, Willard. Do you know anything about that storm that's coming in today?
It's coming in. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe 3
Definitely
months from
coming
now.
in today. People are gonna die. Can you Can you tell me anything that you know about the sandstorm at all? Is anything
Filled with sand.
Giving you any kind of details?
Very windy.
Is there like a coordinate? Like, is there like a
I don't
general
appreciate
direction
using
from which...
these big words. I don't appreciate that very much.
Willard, is there a general direction from which this sandstorm will come?
He points up at the sky. Comes from the
First
sky.
of all,
I'm going back
Look
to
at
my
me.
cactus. I was gonna play a game.
No, don't go back to your
but-
cactus. Actually, you're gonna stay right here. Actually, Sheriff Bishop! I start screaming at the top of my lungs. I grab the wing of this alpha.
Hey, don't ask why that's
I start
sticky.
dragging him down. I start dragging him down the road.
She probably run into him as he's going to the saloon. What is it, Alice? What?
I need
what
you
is
to
it,
arrest
Alice?
this man. I need you to arrest this
Hey,
man.
wait, what about that? I didn't do nothing wrong. You can't arrest me for itchy knees.
Listen,
Bishop,
we got bigger problems going on right
It's
now.
against my rights.
Listen to me. Listen to
Itchy
me.
knees isn't a crime.
Yesterday didn't happen.
It's perfectly legal to have knees like these.
Bishop, listen, you're not. Yesterday didn't happen.
What is it about his knees?
They're itchy.
Okay, all right. Okay, so I woke
Sandstorm's
up
coming.
long time. Okay, the regular yesterday, the normal yesterday. That wasn't the messed up yesterday. I woke up and I met this man down in the saloon in the fool's house, and he lost
I've never
a game
seen
and
this
he
lady
left.
in my life.
But he told me.
Don't believe a word she says,
could,
Sheriff.
He,
I'm innocent.
Shush.
Listen, I need you to be quiet.
It's not illegal to not take
I'll put
baths.
you in the jail. You say another word, I'm gonna throw you in the jail, okay?
Listen, okay, but he said that there was a sandstorm coming, that he could feel it in his knee, and I know that sounds really strange, but things are sometimes looking strange, all right? I need you to please just interrogate him. Do whatever you need to do. Get him to tell me where the fuck that sandstorm is coming from, why it is, what, we just need to know when, okay? We need to...
Are you the one who felt the sandstorm in his knees?
Yes.
No. Oh, yeah,
it's me.
It's all you.
I ain't under arrest.
This is him?
I know my rights.
You're not what? I'm
You can't arrest me.
sheriff.
My knees are legal.
I could arrest you.
He could arrest you.
Your knees are illegal. I can't argue that. But
Wait till you hear about my
Okay.
hips.
listen.
Damn, bro, I can't believe he whined it like that.
Oh, my
You listen to me, okay? What do you know about this sandstorm that's coming in? I need you to tell me all the information you know about a sandstorm.
Yeah, and you got it because he's the sheriff.
Well, it's made out of sand. It's windy.
Yeah.
Comes up when I got itchy knees.
Yeah. Go on about that. How many times has that happened? Has that happened
All my
recently?
life.
In a shorter... Even when you were a baby?
I was born with these knees, ma'am.
It's happened all your life. When was the last time that it happened? That wasn't today.
Probably 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
5 years ago.
How?
Okay.
How?
Can I think back to 5 years ago and see if any regular occurrence? Do I need to roll anything for that?
There might have been a sandstorm 5 years ago. There's honestly a sandstorm, there's multiple sandstorms every year.
But I'm just trying to figure out if... So he said the last time this happened was 5 years ago. So I'm trying to think and see like if anything
weird
odd
happened.
like this happened.
You can't remember anything significant.
Wait. We're going about this the wrong way. Sandstorms, they happen. That's normal. But why are we back here? Why do we know that is going to happen?
Do you guys got itchy knees too?
Willard, you were
How are your knees?
different. Willard, you were different. You don't come into town, and what do you do out there? What do you do out there in the
cactus?
In the desert. In the desert.
Oh, I sit in my cactus.
Okay. And what do you do in the cactus?
Sit.
You don't ever see anything funny? Like red lighting or creatures that are a bit bigger?
Most creatures are bigger than me.
What?
I'm not very tall. Most creatures are bigger than me. You're bigger than me.
No, we don't have a lot of time, though. because I met Elsie right outside, and that's when the storm started coming in. Wait,
You need to go around town. As a matter of fact, let's start going around town. I'll have Rupert. He'll go in, tell everybody to stay inside today. There's a sandstorm coming. Hopefully, yesterday's events won't happen again. But we need to get together.
You can tell my knees are itchy.
Listen, you
keep talking about
go.
your knees. I'm about to knock them off and hope that fixes the problem.
That's
Hey,
mileage. We can't
you should
do that.
arrest her.
You can't do
She
that in front
threatened
of the
me.
sheriff. Yeah. I can't arrest her over a threat. This is a town called Fortune, okay? People,
Well, you can't arrest me over my knees.
I ain't put my hands on you yet.
I'm
You're
not
holding my
arresting
hand
you
right
on your
now.
knees, but you are.
You're right.
You are a suspect, okay? You're not arrested, but you are a suspect. So we're gonna take you to. You come with me, Mr.
Hunt.
Walter
Willard.
Hunt. Willard Hunt. Yeah.
Soche, what are you doing inside the Devil's Saloon? Gib has said, glad you survived your first night in the town called Fortune.
What happened yesterday?
You saved the mayor's daughter. Well, why do you ask? Look, I get it. Are you fishing for compliments? It happens.
No.
Look, it's alright if everyone wants to feel arrogant every now and then. Nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm...
You see that he says it very stoically, but the corner of his mouth kind of curves up in a grin. He's just pulling your leg.
I love Gib.
Also, that'll be 2 silver. Sorry.
Oh, right.
2 silver, 4.
Right. I'm gonna look over at the seat because Bishop isn't there, and realizing that, just like that realization, she after paying, she gets up and heads out.
You probably see Bishop and Alice and Willard arguing in the middle of the street outside. It looks like Bishop was on his way in.
Yeah, Soche.
Soche. Oh, Soche. You understand? Did yesterday happen for you?
What the fuck is going on?
Okay. All right. Everybody has the same emotions. Good.
What town did I walk into?
You think I know?
A town called
Fortune. This is.
She don't
do that.
She don't know how to read.
I promise you that this is not normal.
No, Gib was telling me how yesterday we saved the sheriff, the mayor.
That wasn't yesterday. That was 2 days ago.
Yes,
I know. Yes. Okay. Yes. Everybody's on the same page, and this dude's knee knows why it's happening.
Itchy knee. Sandstorm's coming.
How long have your knee been itchy for?
All my life.
We need to find Elsie.
My head hurts. All right.
Actually, you know what?
My
No,
knees
you
itch.
all need to find Elsie. I need to find some people that might get hurt, and tell them to stay inside.
Can you let go of my hand?
What? I'm still holding your hand?
Yeah.
God. Oh, God, you are sticky. God.
Don't ask why. He just starts kind of hobbling off.
Soche, if you can, could you get Miss Adder for us?
Yeah. Okay.
We'll try and regroup before this storm, and we'll meet back at that church. If anything, we know what's going to happen to the church, so maybe things won't be as bad as they were yesterday.
So Soche is going to the Adders.
Yes.
Alice is going to find.
I'm gonna go find Rosa and Mike.
Oh, you're gonna try and find Rosa and Mike.
I need to make sure they're okay.
Bishop, where are you going?
Oh shit! No, I have to tell Rupert first. I have to tell Rupert first, and then I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Candor is not at Doc Harsh's.
Damn it!
Yeah.
My bad.
Place.
I'll go back to the. Can I go back to the sheriff's office and see if he's there?
Yeah, he's not there either.
So he's not in either location.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, the center of town is not the center of town. The center of town is the saloon. So I'm gonna go to Gib, and I'm gonna tell him that there's a sandstorm coming for him to tell.
Aren't you supposed to be working today?
Gib, this is really serious, okay? I went riding out late last night, and I came in early in the morning. I saw a sandstorm coming up on the horizon. It looked very scary. We need to get people inside now. We can't have stragglers on the street when it comes through, and it might be coming through soon. I need you to help me tell people.
Yeah, when they come in, I'll let them know. You know when this will be coming through?
About an hour. We don't have a lot of time, Gib. People can die in these things. You know that.
I know that. I'll let him know. It's not the first time we come across sandstorms. It probably won't be the last. We'll
I don't know.
have him break out the hammer and extra planks.
Thanks. Yeah, Alice is gonna go and try to find the mouse folk.
You know exactly where Might and Rosa should be.
Oh my god. Back at the fool's house. Oh yeah, I guess I go back then.
Frank is standing at the door and says, "Back again? Did you decide that you're gonna work?"
That couple over there, did they win?
What, them? Nah.
Yeah.
They put in 20 silver and lost it all. It's not a
All
good
of it?
idea. They put it all in one go. Not very good at gambling.
Yeah.
Take a miracle for them to win, to be honest.
What did you say?
It would take a miracle for them to win. Are you feeling alright? I heard you fainted yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't want you to
listen,
go faint again in here.
I know, I'd make a mess. Frank, listen, there is a sandstorm coming in to the town, okay? Don't ask how I know, just do. So we don't got a lot of time. So the people in the fool's house should stay in the fool's house for the next 2 hours or so, okay?
Hey, if you want to keep them here, then you can try and keep them here. I mean, I'm a bouncer. I keep vagabonds out. I don't keep them in. You see Might hang his head in defeat. But Rose says, "Oh, it's okay. You know, these things happen. It's all right. You're right. And you know, even though I lost all my money, I still feel like the happiest guy in the world. I have all the fortune I need right in here." You know, he stands up and takes Rose's hand.
Might, I thought I recognized you. Where are you heading off to?
Hi, Miss School. Good. Oh, Rose in here. We got engaged.
Wow,
get married.
that's congratulations. That's wonderful.
Yeah, we were gonna try and get some extra money here so that could maybe, I don't know,
Right.
start,
Yeah.
I don't know, do something. I mean, the mail still has to be done, but I wouldn't mind opening a chicken farm with Rosa. Maybe like starting a family of my own. It's gonna be a little bit harder without the money, but we'll find a way.
Man, fuck you. Oh my god.
Well, that was rude.
I'm so pissed.
It was nice seeing you, Miss Good.
They're the sweetest. Stop.
I'll see you later.
Wait. Where are you guys heading off to, though?
Oh, I don't
Back
know.
home?
We maybe. I mean, I still have
Actually,
to
you
deliver the
guys-
mail today.
You guys really should
so-
head back home. There is a sandstorm coming.
Oh.
It's big and it's moving fast. It can be real dangerous.
All right.
Just leave the mail for the next couple of hours and do it later.
Well, I mean, I still have to deliver that mail, Miss Good. You know, a job is a job. It's a commitment. I gotta see it through to the end. Rosa, that sandstorm sounds pretty tough. Maybe you should head on home, and I'll see you when I get back.
You're a man who has everything right now.
I sure do.
Why would you want to risk it?
Sometimes you gotta take a little risk for some fortune, right? And I mean, I didn't get my money here, so I have to find some way to provide for my future wife. Oh man, it's even, wow, it gives me chills when I say it like that. But go on, Rosa. I'll see you when I get home. Thanks for your concern, Miss Good. Have a good rest of your day. Soche, as you go to the Adders, you probably find Elsie having finished her grits and is about to head out. So you probably catch her right at the door.
Oh, hello. I was just heading out.
Elsie, have you noticed anything strange about today?
There's something weird.
Yeah, so apparently yesterday never happened, and yesterday's still today. Alice went to go warn the town about the sandstorm. We still have about an hour or so before it hits.
So
we're going
we
to
go
the
to
church.
church and fix the door, or do we?
The door's still there. I don't really. Let's just get a move on.
So you grab Elsie, and you guys are reconvening at the church. While you guys are kind of gathering, like handling whatever you need, and I'm sure Bishop, you're also keeping an eye out for Candor.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like the wind is starting to pick up. Dust and dirt is getting kicked into your face, and you guys look along the horizon. You can see a big brown dust cloud starting to approach.
I'm going back to the church again. but I'm trying to do so with the intent of being earlier than I was before.
I'm not heading to the church. I'm stalking the Poles back to their home and making sure that they get inside. And if this
it's the
takes
Polos?
the entire time, I will be outside in the fucking sandstorm. I don't care.
The sandstorm is starting to pick up as it's approaching. You follow Rosa to her house, and she looks back at you and goes, sorry, the house isn't really prepped for visitors.
That's fine.
Right,
Then
yeah.
I just need you to get inside, close the door, and stay inside. I'm gonna go find your husband now. Congratulations.
All right.
Please just stay inside. I'm gonna go try to find the postman.
Hey, Miss Good. Wind's picking up real quick.
Yeah, you know what else is picking up? Me.
What?
Actually,
What does that
how
even mean?
big is this mouse?
What does that even mean?
He
Wait,
probably only
how
comes up to
tall is
your,
he?
to maybe your waist.
My waist?
Yeah.
Can I pick him up?
Yeah, you could definitely pick him up. It would be very
Uh-huh.
rude to do so, but yes, you could definitely
Of
pick him up.
course it would be. I'm picking him up and
Hey, whoa,
I'm going toward this house.
This is very close. I appreciate it, but I will warn you, I am about to be a married man.
Set him down and I'm gonna bang on
Rosa.
the door. I'm gonna push him in.
Hello.
You folks
Hi.
have a wonderful night. Please do
What?
not leave the premises.
I-
And I'm gonna close the door.
The sandstorm is definitely kicking up. Your range of vision is basically just a few feet in front of you right now, Alice. Are the other three of you in the church right now?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I know better than to wander around in a sandstorm. So I'm gonna find the nearest building and just get into a ball and just get as close to the corner of that building as I can.
I need you to make a dex save. As suddenly a loose wooden board comes flying at you. DC 16.
Oh my god, I rolled a 12. I have not rolled anything high at all this whole night.
You are going to take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as this wooden plank catches you on your shoulder, tearing at your shirt.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a wisdom save to maneuver yourself while you're getting buffeted by the storm. Okay.
16.
All right. So you kind of have a general idea of your location, so you are making your way towards where you know the church should be.
Okay.
In the church, the wind is picking up. You can hear the door rattling from the wind because you guys have gotten here earlier. The wind is just knocking against the doors and threatening to break them down, but not quite succeeding. It is the three of you, no Alice.
Oh, God.
Sheriff, is there anything we can do to help that door not break off this time?
Yes, but we do need to make sure Alice gets here.
That's fair.
Do I get the sense that anybody else is in this church?
You can go ahead and give me a perception check. Flat.
Okay.
Oh no, a nat 1.
Oh, my God.
The wind
No.
is too heavy.
no.
You have a lot on your mind, and you cannot tell between just the sounds of
need that
everything.
one.
You can try and investigate further, but that does mean you're gonna have to go throughout the church and everything, and would have to leave your current location.
All right, I gotta make sure the homie gets here. Dang, we don't got cell phones or nothing. I don't know where she is.
Yes, you do not
Honestly,
have cell phones
Yeah,
in the land of Vainsworth. Alice, I need you to make another dex save as things start blowing past you.
16.
You can feel debris going over your head, just barely hitting you, but curling up does seem to be doing well for you. You can still hear yells of panic as some unfortunate townsfolk are caught in the storm and are trying to find shelter, and you can hear the buildings just shake and bits and pieces get knocked off. For the next 10 minutes, the wind buffets you around, and inside the church, you guys can hear even the church shakes a little bit, even though it's quite durable. Eventually, the storm dies down after around 10 minutes or so.
Was I able to do my investigation?
Yes. Go ahead and give me an investigation roll. You're just looking for a person?
Yeah.
Okay.
10.
You check through a few rooms, and then you find the Sky's Guide, the leader of the church, a female Aarakocra named Acacia. She looks at you very slowly and goes, "Hello, you have found refuge in this building."
Yeah, the sandstorm was pretty bad outside, so... Yeah.
It seems Tonal is sending yet another trial for our town.
Yeah, he does that pretty often. Too often for my liking.
Sometimes you may see it as a punishment. Other times it is just an event.
Right. Can I ask you a question real fast?
I'm here to
Off
be
the
your
books.
guide.
Yeah, I don't need a guide. I need answers here. Just last night when they tried to put the dynamite behind the church, what did you see the perp who did it?
I did not. I heard the noise, however. I'm glad that whatever immature prank of setting off dynamite this close did not actually result in any damage.
You were the only one here last night, correct?
To my knowledge, sometimes we have those like yourself who wander in times of great strife.
Can I get a gauge on this guide?
Sure, go ahead
I'm
and
talking
roll
to
an insight check.
Okay. 18 on that insight.
It's hard to read. Acacia is very aloof. Acacia has been the Sky's Guide for the town called Fortune for probably as long as you've been here, so for at least 10 years. Acacia is very much a member of the town, but also as the Sky's Guide, you know that her claimed allegiance is to the church over anything else.
Got you.
Acacia is pretty important in terms of in the community, as the Sky's Path, the religion of the Sky's Path has no scripture. The religion is passed along either personally by like family from your parent to you, or it is within just like the town's culture, or the Sky's Guide, who basically functions as like a priest for the religion.
Okay. All right. Well, Bishop's gonna just nod politely and just hang back and stay safe. Seems like sandstorm's dying down now.
The town is pretty quiet now after the roar of the sandstorm has subsided. You can hear people slowly stepping out of the building. I assume Soche and Elsie, you two are opening the door to the church.
Yeah.
And you guys are looking around and seeing there are some people who have been caught in the storm, but fewer than what you remember happening in the previous storm.
Alice goes to check on them.
You find that one of the buildings that has collapsed has been, unfortunately, the Polo's house. Might pushes some rubble out of the way. Says, "Have you seen Rosa? Please help me. Please help me move this rubble out of the way.
Alice starts to back up.
Please, I can't lift this by myself."
And she keeps going until she can't hear him anymore.
Bishop, you are probably the one to help uncover Rosa's body.
I'm very sorry for your loss.
I thought we would be safe here, and Miss Good was so kind at getting us to safety, and this is supposed to be the happiest day of our lives. As the rest of the hours progress, for those of you that do help with the preliminary repairing of the town and the recovering and burying of those who were caught in the storm, it's significantly less, probably around 20% of the people of the original casualties. Who is there as Might sits at Rosa's grave?
Socha could be around.
Yeah, I think after Alice, out of respect, attended the burials, She sticked around where her dad's unmarked grave is, and she's gonna do a quick little drive-by, spit on his grave. Yeah, before she kind of gravitates toward Soche. What are you doing here? You don't know any of these people?
Maybe not, but she just shakes her head at her. No, that's not why.
What if we go to bed tonight and we wake up in the morning and it's all over again? It's the same thing.
You're asking the wrong person. I don't know.
You don't know what you would do?
This town is weird. I just got here and all this shit is happening.
I'll tell you what I would do. I would pack a small little bag and I would walk and I would just keep walking and I would leave the town.
And what if you went back to sleep and you woke up back here again?
Then I'd get my little bag and I'd pack and I'd walk again.
As you guys are talking, you guys stay a little bit later than you did the time previous. Some other townsfolk step away, but Mike still stays. And if he wasn't close enough, you hear him say, I wish today could just have a second chance. I'd do anything to see you again. I wish today would just start over. And as he says this, you both feel a ripple pass through you. It seems to almost start from where Might is lying. Soche, you wake up in your rented room of the inn, just next to the Devil Reach the Inn.
She is throwing off the sheets and she's heading straight out after she changes.
Oh, hello. How did you sleep?
Hi, Joe.
Hi.
Fine, good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I quite caught your name.
Soche.
Oh, okay. If you want breakfast.
Saloon, yes, I know.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
If you want something to drink, we also...
Saloon as well,
yep.
yes.
Yep, wow. Wow, it's like you know all this.
Yes, Tully.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, you're doing a great job.
Okay.
All right, have a good day. Stay inside today. And she's going to walk out after saying that. And I'm going to head straight to the sheriff's office.
Bishop, you are going to wake up to the sound of the door suddenly opening up. An off-key whistle suddenly stops, and you can hear Candor say, excuse me, who are you?
At that sound, I'm gonna go downstairs.
Soche, who are you?
Rupert Candor, senior deputy.
Is Sheriff Bishop here?
He's sleeping in.
I am on my way down the stairs. I am on my way downstairs.
I see you're awake.
Door slams open.
I see that you are awake.
I'm looking at Soche, and I'm going to give her a look. I'm ignoring everything Rupert says. I'm not looking at him. I'm walking right past him. Soche, I know. Let's go.
I guess you never heard slam.
Early bird gets the worm.
Where are you guys headed?
I'm gonna go and try and find Alice.
Okay. Alice, you wake up in your room.
And I get up from bed and I start packing a bag. I'm packing a bag. I'm going. I'm fleeing from this horrible, wretched hellscape.
You are like on a rush downstairs. Curtis sees you across the street and says, you're running late, are you? Clover's not going to be... Why do you have a bag packed?
I look like I'm full. I look like I have been fully crying. I want you to know my face is red.
Are you okay?
Breathing. I'm like it's like I'm struggling to breathe, but I'm like literally I'm not even stopping. Like the moment he sees me, he's gonna have to jog to keep up because I'm going. Remember Sandstorm yesterday?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I gotta go. I'm not staying in this goddamn town another second.
Whoa.
Absolutely
You can't just leave. Bishop and Soche, you probably see Alice and Curtis.
The walk to Alice, Soche kind of tells Bishop about what Alice is going to do.
Alice, okay,
I'm gonna go.
We need to figure out what is going on here.
We don't need to figure out anything. That's not my job. My job is I'm a car dealer.
And you know what happened to you the other day? Your arm was damn dead, and then it healed.
That doesn't mean that I suddenly have the responsibility of saving this town.
It ain't saving. We need to figure out what the hell is going on.
Shit.
I don't want to wake up and do this shit again. Yesterday, or whenever this happened, okay? The person that you were talking to and you were you're upset about.
I know. Do you want to know why I know? Because I
Why? Why
walked
do
her
you know?
home myself and I told her to stay inside. I did the try to figure it out thing. I already did it. I put in my cards and I lost the hand and I'm not going to go anymore. Okay? That's it.
That is not it. This is not solving anything, Alice.
What are we going to do? We don't know shit.
Elsie Adder was 8 feet tall the other day, and your hand, your whole arm healed up. Now,
Don't
if it's
forget she was invisible.
it's 2 people who can do something about it. It's you two, because that's the strangest shit I ever seen.
Why don't you take a look at my arm right now? Do you see any sparkly lights coming out the end?
Well, make it
You know,
spark
cool
then.
little
I don't know
gadget
what the hell
like
do you
a
do.
gun attached to it? No.
Well, make it spark, damn it.
What do you want me to fucking make my
know.
hand spark?
Is Curtis still there?
Yeah.
I think Alice starts getting so mad. Alice is like tall, but she's like slight, you know, like she's like supermodel like type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So she starts trying to like push at the sheriff because I'm assuming that this dude he literally has to be in her way because like during this whole conversation she's been like maneuvering around trying to get around him. So she's literally trying to like fight the sheriff. Get out of my way!
The mayor's daughter was how tall?
I was
God
hallucinating.
damn it,
I was
Curtis.
seeing things.
Go back home and take a long nap. How about do that?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. He just goes and goes to leave.
He's a very, very obedient man. One of the only obedient men that I've ever met.
Can I just like walk up?
You've opened your eyes. You've had your grits. It is the exact same conversations as before. And you might have actually even skipped your grits at this point.
Oh no, it's the most important meal of the day.
Hi.
Elsie.
That I have missed a very animated conversation between two of you.
These idiots think that you and I can fix this.
I can't even reliably shoot a ball of fire out of my finger.
You were damn invisible last night, Elsie. I'm sorry. Excuse my language. Now, I don't know what this is, but we need to cut it off.
All right. So between the last 3 days, what has been the exact same thing? Because last time the door didn't blow off the hinge. There has to be some kind of logic to this.
I thought about that too. Some people passed away.
It's Rosa.
Rosa? Who's Rosa?
She's a mouse folk.
You talking about the mouse?
Oh, little Rosa. Okay.
She dies. Both times.
And her husband wishes for him back.
Okay, so Shay, what did you say? What did the husband do?
He wished for a second chance with her.
And neither time he's died, right? He's survived every time. All right.
You think it's the postman? You think it's the little mouse folk that's doing this?
Do we have anything to rule that out?
No.
No, we don't. We have no proof either way. It could be him. It could be the fact that he made a wish.
Plenty of folks make wishes on the graves of their loved ones. Why is mine different?
Because this might be the first wish that's been made after that red lightning.
Alice, how did you know Mike?
He came into the fool's house, came in with his wife, Rosa, and they won the money, and they went off, and then they died the first time. That's how I met them the first time.
Wait, the first time you said they both died?
No. The first time Rosa died, the second time Rosa died, and both times the husband survived.
Okay, all right.
Could I go back to the sheriff's office? I want to try and get Rupert before he leaves, and I want to tell him to, one, get everybody to stay in the house, and then I want to find the Rosa.
You want me to go door to door and tell them to stay inside because there's
a sandstorm coming. There is a sandstorm coming.
How do you know? Are you some type of soothsayer now?
No, somebody came through town. They saw one on the horizon. It's a big sandstorm, okay? We need everybody to be safe.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay. I'm at a 9.
9.
Oh!
Yeah.
Look, I can't just tell people to not do their job.
Listen, lives are at stake here, okay? Now, me and you both know that if it was Rook telling you this, you'd do it.
Yeah, well, you're not
Okay.
Rook.
I'm not, but I need you to help me save lives today, okay?
You may be sheriff, but that doesn't mean you're the boss of me.
There's a sandstorm coming through here. Some people might die if they don't stay inside. They don't get where they're supposed to be, okay? If these people pass away, Oh, that blood, that's on you.
You see he huffs, he picks up his vest, and storms out of the sheriff's office.
Well, as he comes back, he'll say, does anybody know where Rosa is?
They're heading toward the fool's house.
All right, I got an idea. You gonna walk away or you gonna listen?
Speak then, Sheriff.
All right, we're the only ones who remember these events from the past few days, okay? If I take the lady, if she stays safe, then that gets us out of this hell, doesn't it?
We could try taking her into the church.
If this wish thing though is actually happening, then why is it only this man?
I don't know. Ask him.
The sandstorm is slowly building the horizon. It's small right now, but you can feel the wind pick up in the streets.
That's our cue. It's time to go. You said they went to the fool's parlor?
Yeah.
Now, Alice, I ain't gonna stop you anymore. If you want to walk into a sandstorm, you can do that. But we're gonna try this. We're gonna try and get out of this, whatever the hell this is, okay?
I'm betting the whole pot on you, Sheriff. And I'll get off the horse.
Whose horse are you on, by the way?
It's some fucking strangers. I dead ass stole that horse. That's not my horse. That's 100% somebody else's.
You know that's a crime, right? That's not your horse.
We have other things to deal with, Sheriff.
All right.
Alrighty, you guys go ahead to the Fool's House parlor, and you find Mite and Rosa having just lost their money to Jeffrey's table. Well, I lost all my money today, but I gotta. Oh, hello, everybody. Are we in trouble, Sheriff?
No.
No, not at all. Just come with us. We're gonna go to the church and we're gonna take some shelter. Okay.
Oh, I haven't told so many people the news, but we are going to get married soon.
And it's the happiest day of your lives.
It is. It will be. I'm so excited.
Okay. Right. Let's keep going. Let's get this on. Let's get a move on. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry about my compatriot here. She's a little on edge today, but
What are we going to be doing at the church?
you'll be able to talk to the Skies Guide, and you can hash out some of the details about your wedding and everything, and your union.
Oh.
And we're going to be boarding up the doors with
what?
benches.
Why?
And
there's a sandstorm coming.
Normal? Oh.
Because there's a sandstorm coming. You forgot to add that part, Sheriff. We're not
There is a sandstorm coming.
in the church.
Yeah, there's a sandstorm
no
coming.
escape.
I feel it in my knees.
Who said that he's here?
Willard.
Ainsworth
Willard,
Hunt.
for the love of God.
Knees itchy.
Walk out the door, Willard.
All right.
Willard, stay inside. No, Willard, stay inside.
Oh,
Stay
okay.
inside.
Back inside I go.
I meant
walk out. All right. I'm not really certain which way I should be
Get
going.
behind the bar and put your head down.
Okay. You guys bring Rosa and Mite to the church. The sandstorm is picking up.
While they're talking, I'm boarding up the fucking doors as best I can.
Can I somehow get to like a higher point on the church without going outside? Like, is there like a
you can
balcony?
go to the second floor.
Yeah.
You probably come across Acacia.
My
Hello.
apologies for the intrusion.
You're always
there's
welcome
a
in this
sandstorm
house.
coming, Ed. There's a sandstorm coming, so I just wanted to get a good view of it, as it came in.
Interesting. I would say stay away from the windows. When there's a sandstorm, it's very dangerous. You seem troubled. Is everything alright?
Don't know what you mean.
What plagues you?
I really don't got time for this, God, I promise you.
Try as we might, turmoil and trials will always come to us. It's about accepting and moving on. You can't always prevent the bad things from happening, but it's important on how we deal with them.
You're gonna have to excuse me if letting go of the past is not one of my strongest suits.
I know your story, daughter of Leonard.
Then you are talking to the wrong person about forgiveness and acceptance. You should head downstairs. It's not very safe to be near windows, especially during a sandstorm.
The aircocker gives a deep bow and steps away. Down on the main floor, Mite and Rosa are looking at you, Soche, and Elsie, given that the sheriff is boarding up the doors. I haven't been married before, But is this normal?
It's very normal.
I'm just looking at Elsie like one brow raised.
Yeah, it's just we are making sure that everything in the chapel is tip-top shape for the wedding.
Oh, okay.
It's customary to do it as soon as we know that the engagement the proposal has happened.
Are the doors going to be boarded up on the day of the wedding as well?
Oh, no.
Oh.
We'll for sure want the wedding to be as big as you two, the bride and groom, want it to be.
Oh.
No, this is just a precaution because there's a person in town that has itchy knees that tend to signal when there's like a dust storm coming. We just want to make sure that you two are safe as can be.
Outside, you can hear that the storm is picking up. Bits of debris flying and hitting the walls of the church. Even the church seems to shake a little bit. Bishop, as you are boarding up the doors, you can feel the wind kind of push back at you. But given your strength and the head start, you are able to set up a fairly strong barricade. The storm continues to rage, and you can hear wood snapping outside as bits and pieces of roofs and porches and awnings are broken away.
I'm standing really close to Rosa, like really protectively.
If Elsie's like in front of her, Socha's kind of gonna be behind her.
Kind of similar to when the big horse was about to trample my ass.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm saying a little religious thing to Tana. Just been like, yo, stop. Or like help. Or whichever one is adequate in this situation. Bishop doesn't really know because he's not familiar with this sort of stuff. Right?
I think you actually just say that word for word. Stop or help,
No,
please.
stop.
One of these.
Just do one of them.
I think I'm just watching the storm. If there's anything weird about it, then I would love to roll something. But
you can go ahead and give me a perception check, actually.
A nat 1. Yo.
Oh
yeah,
my
okay.
God.
The sandstorm whips around, and you can barely see anything outside. It just looks like a cloud of dust just racing forward. And if you get too close, it's just painful to keep your eyes open. If you're looking for magical energy or like any semblance of lightning, there's nothing of that sort. It sounds, and from what you can tell, looks just like a sandstorm. Bishop, as you stand close to the door, you hear a loud thud as something slams into the door. Seems like a pretty sizable object, probably the size of a wagon wheel. And one of the pews just like kind of tumbles a bit, but door's head holds strong. After around 10 minutes, the storm subsides. That one sounded like a doozy, I'd say.
Yeah, seems like the church you chose to get married in is up to par.
But we didn't actually do any planning about the wedding. We just stood here and said that we were going to.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Okay.
That's fine.
Does that happen later or something, or?
Yeah, you can do it later. We can.
Okay.
You guys can just reschedule. I'm not really. I just make sure things are safe. Yeah, that's what I do.
Well, thank you, Sheriff. You do a good job.
I'm gonna peek outside of the door just to make sure like nothing else is flying.
If the storm has completely died down, the town is pretty quiet. You see other people doing kind of like following the same suit of slowly opening the doors and stepping around, looking about.
So it's just kind of moving around, kind of following Bishop's lead.
I think that when the storm ended, I think Alice just took like a big deep breath.
And from your vantage point, you can see that the streets are pretty empty. You don't see anyone running around in a panic. There looks like a few people who are like, kind of like clutching their heads, and Doc Harsh is already going around and applying his salve, but it doesn't look like anyone has been killed.
I'll go back downstairs, reunite with the group.
Hi, Miss Good.
You two okay?
Absolutely. It's been the happiest day of my life. I mean, I lost some money. I did lose some money, but what's most important is the people in your life. Silver comes and goes. I could have no money for the rest of my life, but I still have Rosa. And when the wedding comes, you're all welcome to come along.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I have to get going. Still got mail to deliver today, and I'm running late.
Be safe.
Okay.
Be safe out there.
All right. As you guys leave the church and you look around, you will know that there were a few injuries, but there were no casualties. It seems that between you guys telling Gibb to spread the word and Senior Deputy Rupert Candor, enough people were given a heads up to not be outside. This is probably the first time that a sandstorm has not resulted in someone dying in the town's history.
Whew. I'm gonna go back to the sheriff's office and see if I can find Rupert. Listen, I know you ain't real fond of me, Rupert. I understand that. I get that. But I want to say thank you for today. You helped save some lives.
I know how to do my job. I've been doing it a lot longer than you've ever been in town. Let's get this straight. The only reason why I even think to listen to you is because of Rook. Let's not forget that. He affixes his badge and steps out, closing the door quietly behind him.
Things don't change.
And as the night progresses, you guys wrap up. And in the morning, well, I guess we'll have to see till next session.
Oh, dang it.
Horrible. Horrible.
This has been Wild Magic West. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so
If
much,
Elsie wakes
everyone,
up.
for being
I gotta go check on
here.
Alice and make sure she alright, bro.
I did not know that my
goodness.
character would have a mental breakdown this early, but here we are.
Thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by for session 3. We will see you guys in 2 weeks for session 4. But before then, if you missed any part of this stream, the recorded VOD will be on YouTube and Spotify under Wild Magic West.
Everybody drink water. Make sure
Yeah,
you drink
Yeah,
water.
guys, drink water.
For real.
Take care of
Guys.
yourself. Wear your
Shower
mask. Be
regularly.
Shower
Wash your
regularly.
hands.
Get some lotion if your knees are itchy.
Be a good person.
Oh,
If your knees are itchy, avoid sandstorms. Be in the house.
Good night.
For real.
Put lotion
night.
on your
Good
knees.
noches.
Thank you
Good
so
night,
much,
everybody.
everyone. Have a good one.